been in love with anyone that I truly loved. When we met, she told me her name was Bella Nora Morgan. She tells me she loves me. She tells me she misses me. She tells me she wants to be with me. She tells me she wants to marry me. I bought that IKEA to put on my bed for when she got here.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about again the words I've coined magical thinking. Today I'll share this video with you because it's another classic sign of magical thinking. And these things tend to happen when we make a belief up in our mind that something's going to be a certain way and it's really not that way. We magically think that if we perform a certain way that we'll get a certain outcome, and that outcome never materializes. With this in mind, when people find out about that or they see how you feel, they play upon your magical thinking, and this is in an effort to con you. Okay? They see what you want, they know what you desire, and they pretend that they're going to give you what you want so that you can feel comfortable with them. And then at that point, they start taking all your resources, time, money, and energy. And in the end, you end up with nothing. So let's look at the video today about Isaiah, who supposedly met someone online, and in his magical thinking, he ended up getting used. Here it is.
Hi, my name is Isaiah, and I am a member of the United States Postal Service. I was married, and we got a divorce in 2011. We went about 10 and a half years. That didn't work out. We had 2 boys, but they weren't mine. She cheated. I thought they were mine for the whole time that we were married. So that was it for me with marriage, and it really wasn't. I don't know if I've been in love with anyone that I truly loved. You know, I was in love once at 15 years old. She was 21 years old, and I think that was the only time that I knew about love.
So as we can see here, Isaiah has had some issues of his own, which is understandably, because if someone is going to violate your trust the way his ex did, I can understand him not feeling a little bit too trusting. However, that desire to be with someone is still there. And that's something that is innate within all of us. We're born with that desire to be with another person, which kind of explains Plato's theory on love. With this in mind, when Isaiah met Bella, in some kind of way, Isaiah conveyed his feelings over to her about what he wanted and what he desired. And Bella, being the con that she is, she played on it. And her playing on his emotions and his magical thinking, you put those things together, that's a recipe for disaster. So here we are. He's caught up in this fake love scam, and this is typically what happened to guys. It's basically a love scam. We meet these girls, they say they love us, we want to believe in our magical thinking that that's the way it is. So let's take a look at this again.
When we met, she told me her name was Bella Nora Morgan. Her hair's dyed blonde. She's actually looked like a brunette. She has pretty eyes, pretty nose, very pretty lips. She's a pretty lady. She's shapely. She's just beautiful. She's always has her nails done, her makeup done, her hair done, her dress, everything is almost perfect. And every time I see her, she's completely made up. Totally made up. She says she is a model. She told me that her birthday was 3/23/1983, which would make her 40 years old right now. This is what she looks like without all that makeup on. This is her barefaced, okay? And she's still beautiful to me. She seems to be sincere about her feelings for me.
So I don't know if you've noticed or not, most of the things he talked about is how she looked, her physical appearance. And let's think about that for a second, guys. Whether you meet someone in person or online, as men, we get caught up into the physical beauty. And a lot of us are so thirsty that once we get what they say is your unicorn, the one that we think is so gorgeous, we tend to latch on. Our attachment style is, let me get this because there's no other out there. So we become thirsty and we become desperate and we go into that mode of thinking of lack, okay? That this is the only one out there, this is the last I'm going to ever get, let me do whatever I can to attach on. So when we start looking at a woman physically, we must also keep in mind that no matter how good looking a woman is, there's a man somewhere tired of putting up with her crap. So just because she looks good don't mean she is good. And in the words of my grandmother, she would say, everything that glitters ain't gold. And Isaiah is looking at this woman in her physical appearance, okay? Because he can't say how she treat him because they never met. So his magical thinking of wanting to be with someone, combine that with this lady's physical appearance, and now he's getting caught up in the matrix. And when you start going down that dark hole, thinking that this is the last person I'm going to find, you leave yourself open up to be used. Guys, love scams are real. And a lot of us choose not to accept that. Just because you met someone in person don't mean that they're not trying to scam you. Just because you met someone online doesn't mean they're not trying to scam you. Love scams are real. A person will like your resources but not like you. And that's why when your resources are gone, they disappear. So that's where he is right now. He's caught up in the physical appearance of this woman, combining that to what he wants in life, and now he's finna go down the rabbit hole. Here we go.
She shows me that she is concerned about my well-being, and I like that. That's one of the traits about her that is drawing me towards her. I've had my dinner or my breakfast or my lunch, or she asks me if I'm okay, if things are fine. She wants to open a restaurant. She wants to do a lot of traveling. She tells me she loves me. She tells me she misses me. She tells me she wants to be with me. She tells me she wants to marry me. She wants a baby from me. She asked me if I would give her our baby, and then she would name him Isaiah. He said that her love for me is unmeasurable and that we will spend eternity together.
So now we're getting down to it. So as he's saying here, he likes, or in his words, her caring is what's drawing him to her. Okay? He likes the fact that she cares about him. But what he's missing is the fact that he don't know her. So now when I really look at this and I think about it, someone asked me if I've eaten my dinner or my lunch. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. So how is that going to be some caring unless they just making conversation? You may ask someone, how's your day going? Okay, that's a conversation starter. But to say, have you had your dinner or your lunch? It ain't like they finna come over your house and cook for you. It ain't like they finna call Grubhub or Food Panda and send you some food if you didn't eat. I mean, none of that's gonna happen. So to me, I don't see that as something caring about me, unless you just want to start a conversation about something that really doesn't even matter. So this is where it goes to where I tell you he has the magical thinking complex. He wants someone to care. He wants to feel that someone wants him. He wants to feel desirable. And when this woman, or so-called woman, is doing all these things for him or saying these things to him, like he say, that's what's drawing him, because that is what he wants, and she's picked up on that. Okay? That's part of the con. We as men need to recognize the con. And the con is, I'm going to play on your emotions, get you to feeling comfortable, and then I'm going to zap you. Once you go down the rabbit hole, I get to take everything you got.
So she told me she has an inheritance that her father left her, and that when she gets married to the man or to the person that loves her and genuinely shows it, then her father would release the inheritance to the man of her choice. He promises that neither one of us will have to worry about money in the future, not ever, because she has her inheritance. She sent me a pricked finger with blood on it for it to be a blood oath. She came up with this trust thing, okay? She said, we're going to take a blood oath to keep the relationship for now until eternity. Anything we say here during the process of the oath is going to be represented as the blood bounding us.
I promise to always keep this love real. I promise to live with you no matter what the condition, both in good and bad, to always be there for one another. Let this oath bind this love forever, forever and forever till death do us part. I will keep to the guidance of the oath rules above and never forsake it for the rest of our life. We are now husband and wife forever and eternity. Forever is no more. We are now two souls in one, same heart, same soul. I love you, my love. If I leave you, the oath will kill me, and if you leave me, the oath will kill you. That is blood oath. So we should control ourselves and never to allow human to become between us. No man will separate us, or else we will pay with our life. Love you, baby.
That's it. And that's pretty serious. Every night she'll tell me that if I paid for her ticket to get here, that she would make sure that her attorney gets the inheritance turned over to me in my name, that she and I can get a brand new house. She tells me if I send her the money, everything is going to be fine. And she says, I got you. And she said that I am the one for her. She said, you're a good man. I've never had anybody like you. And I want to be with you for life. She uses that a lot. I want to be with you for life. And she sent me a printout of the bank statement that has her inheritance on it.
Okay, I'm going to just stop that right here, because obviously we see where it's going. This person is really landing on thick, okay, with the blood oath, and I got an inheritance. Once again, this is all to win your confidence, get you to relax, and get you in that mood of thinking, I can get something for nothing. So if you look at the blood oath, this is her way of convincing him or playing on his emotions of, you want someone that's going to be there for you. Well, I'm going to give you a blood oath to tell you I'm going to always be there, because that's what he wants. He wants someone to always be there. And that's her way of doing it, giving the blood oath. Now, when you go on and talk about the inheritance, that's to play on the fact you can get something for nothing, or you can come into a lot of money. Personally, anytime someone tries to offer me something in the way of like Isaiah is, my red flags automatically go up. Someone start telling me what they have. Oh, I get an inheritance if I marry someone. Okay. I'm going to probably tell them I hope they find who they're looking for. Because I see it as, why tell me what you have and we've never met? Because you got to look at it as, if it's one of your friends and they tell you, hey, I got this money coming, that's one thing. But if you got a conversation with someone you don't know and they're telling you they're coming into some money, if I don't know this person, I'm going to be questioning why are they telling me this. So you got to look at it, someone you know versus someone you don't know, and there's a big difference. Someone you know telling you this, that should be okay. A friend does share these kind of things with friends. But a stranger shouldn't be telling another stranger, oh, I'm going to get all these millions of dollars and all I got to do is get married. It's just to win your confidence, guys. So here we go. The takeaway from this today, get out of your own way. Get out of the magical thinking, okay? Get out of it. Look at reality. Look at the red flags. Consider, what is this person bringing to the table? If I met this woman in person, is she doing and saying the things that I like? Are her words and her actions matching? Because someone can say, I care, and then they forget about you until they want some money. Someone can say, I love you, but then you got to damn near beg them just to communicate, okay? Make the words and the actions match. Look for the red flags. Don't ignore the red flags. Magical thinking will make you ignore everything because you're looking at what you want. You're not looking at what they are doing or not doing. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for right now. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to be putting information on the social media site that I'm not going to put here on YouTube. That information is going to be strictly for the members. I'm doing a little in-depth research that I think that I only want the guys to know, and I only want it to be private content. So please stay with me. I want to say thanks to everybody. I appreciate your support. Please look at my online store. The description or the link is in the description field. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.
The first time Bella asked me for money, she asked me to purchase her a plane ticket, and I sent her $500 for that plane ticket. The second time she asked me was on my birthday, was June 1st, 2022. Bella asked me for $300 so that she could FaceTime me. He would give to a friend that would fix her FaceTime on her phone. That was on June 1st, 2022, and I sent her $300 to do that. But it never got done. I sent her $1,000. Because that's what the plane ticket was. I know the plane ticket. What she said was, when she got to the airport in Texas, they confiscated her bags and they found some pills in her bags. And they arrested her. But the pills were for her weight loss, as she does for her modeling. She was communicating with me the entire time that she was in jail. She had her cell phone. I sent her another $200 because she needed some food. She needed to put it on her books. So I sent her another $200 on December 1st, 2022, because she was constantly asking me to feed her. She said the police officer that was in charge of her was claiming that if she doesn't have sex with him, then he would not give her bail. He would not give her whatever they needed while they were in jail. And the very last cash that I sent her was $950. She said because that would bail her out. I said, okay. I sent her $950. Because she said once she got bailed out, that she would catch the next flight here to me, but she didn't. I sent every money by gift card. Every bit of the money I sent was on gift card to her, and I saved every one of them. I sent her on all these cards here, all of them were sent on these cards. Every time she asked me for money, I sent it to her on all of these cards. It has everything on it that I've ever sent her. She asked me every day, every single day, to send her fees for the plane ticket. He would come tonight, right now. Every time that she talks to me, she said, if I get the ticket fees, I will be there for you, Isaiah, right now, tonight. I would leave today.